Before getting pregnant, we were definitely feeling extremely defeated. Being parents has always been my goal in life, and it was becoming really, really hard to fail year after year. And so finding Reimagined Fertility was truly life-changing for us. It has saved us tons of money, hopefully in the future, with growing our family, but then just has given us the gift of being parents as well. Not only that, but we've made so many lifestyle changes that we can continue throughout our lives to implement into our children's lives. And just truly so thankful to have learned all of this and to kind of gain charge of our fertility and our health.
Hello, I'm Kole Hinker. I'm Greenwood, Wisconsin, and this is my wife, Kelsey.
Before we found Reimagined Health and Fertility, we were struggling with fertility for almost 3 years, and we had tried 7 different IUIs that all failed, all medicated cycles, and honestly just kind of had IVF left, but wanted to try something more naturopathic. What made us say yes to working with Dr. Christina and Dr. Nashat, honestly, was immediately when I met them on a call. I just knew that they cared and understood, as they had gone through similar experiences, and were just super experienced in fertility itself. I really wanted a functional practitioner that specialized in fertility and knew everything about it. Things we tried in the past were first just starting like a lab workup, making sure that everything was safe and normal there, which was. After that, our providers, which was through our local healthcare agency, recommended that we start medicated cycles with Clomid and letrozole, along with IUIs. So we opted to go that route. We ended up doing 7 IUIs. 1 did succeed. We were pregnant, but then we did miscarry at 10 weeks or so. And then we continued, but then ultimately stopped because they weren't working and it was just financially becoming so much, which is ultimately what led us to Reimagined Health, to find a more naturopathic functional approach to hopefully get pregnant, which is what we did. We ended up succeeding and getting pregnant in our first month of trying after completing the program, and we're officially 13 weeks pregnant. If we were hesitant to start with Reimagined Health, it was definitely the price of the program. After we had already spent thousands upon thousands of dollars, that definitely was scary. But looking back now, it has been so worth it, because if we hadn't have done this approach and gone through Reimagined Health, we would have done IVF and spent thousands upon thousands more, and then likely would have had to do that with every subsequent child. So we have been so excited to find a route that worked for us naturally, so that hopefully we can continue to build our family without having to go through rigorous procedures like IVF in the future. Since beginning the Reimagined Health program, we changed our diet and lifestyles immensely. We ate pretty healthy, or so we thought, and we were fairly non-tox, but there was so much that we learned that we could improve upon in our lifestyle that ultimately had such a huge effect on our fertility. What surprised us the most with working with Dr. Nashat and Christina, I would say, was probably the group setting. I was a little nervous for that at first because I really wanted one-on-one care after we kind of felt unheard in the typical medical setting. But I turned out to love the group setting. I felt very supported. I got to learn so much. But then also it just speaks volumes that Dr. Christina and Dr. Nashat understand and they care. And that was something that meant so much to me and made me feel like I had received very personalized care just due to their ability to want to help me, and that they also had an understanding of where we were coming from. We feel very confident in having future children and without having to do all these invasive procedures like IUI or IVF. If someone's on the fence about working with Reimagined Health or struggling to get pregnant, I highly, highly recommend. I've already recommended so many friends who are also struggling to seek out care with them, because it truly changed our lives. I was feeling pretty defeated and wasn't sure that we were actually ever going to become parents. I don't think either of us, we were starting to panic. The cost is expensive, but it was so worth it. It changed our lives, and now we hope that we can have future children naturally the same way, which is ultimately you cannot put a value on and has made our dreams come true.
I would say it seemed a lot all at once at first, but after you start doing it, it's not as bad as you think it is originally.
The program is intense, but it works. And if it works, you can do it. And we did it, so we know others can do it too.